are live.
Dory Crab, good evening.
Good
Welcome
evening.
to Triple M Live Cooking.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
We have two people waiting.
Okay.
มีสองคนที่มาชมแล้วนะคะ เป็นใครเอ่ย
So we've got two people waiting. So just wait for a couple of minutes. We're just going to do a little bit of prep work here.
What are we cooking today? we
Wow, very good question. What are we cooking today?
so we already put in the
We did. So we're cooking
description.
seafood chowder. Dory to spoil the pot. Seafood chowder or seafood broth, or if you want to keep it simple, seafood soup.
yeah
Very good.
yeah alright.
And it's our first time cooking as well. So enjoy the show.
Yep โอเคค่ะ เดี๋ยวสักครู่นะคะ รอสักประมาณ 3-4 นาที แล้วเดี๋ยวเราจะมาเริ่มกันรอให้มีเผื่อมีผู้ชมเข้ามาสักนิดหนึ่งนะคะ just in case we have more audience so we can introduce the ingredient for our food recipe today yes
That's the salad for tomorrow. That's enough, right? I'll put it in the bowl. Keep it fresh. Yeah, good.
and we have two audience must be one is mom hello mom
Hi, Mum. How you doing? Hope you're doing all good. And special guest tonight, we've got Auntie Norma, my great Auntie Norma. So welcome to the show, Auntie Norma. Hopefully you're watching as well with Mum.
great auntie
Yep. So yep. So this, I'm sure Auntie Norma, you've had plenty of these in your time, but if you haven't, enjoy the show.
Okay. Now we have 4 people. It's in the shows. So anyone here, you can say hello and telling us who you are by typing the comment. But if not, it's okay.
So what I'm doing now, we bought them a whole bunch of seafood today from a seafood shop. I'm just going through them bit by bit. We've got one bit which we're not using tonight, which is salmon. So we're going to use this for dinner tomorrow night. I'm putting that back in the fridge. But the rest we're using, so I'll show you bit by bit what we got here.
Okay. Yep. We got 1 like already. Thank you for liking our show. ได้ไลค์1 ไลค์แล้วนะคะ ขอบคุณมากค่ะชีวิตบ้านนอก K Channel ขอบคุณค่ะ เข้ามาแอบฟังนะคะ ยินดีค่ะ ต้อนรับสู่ช่องนะคะ Hi Karen Tata Karen is here Tata Karen is here Mia and watching Yep we
So
prepare
hello, apparently Baker have done ball as well. So hello, big hello to Matthew, to Maple, to Michael, to Maew and to Karen.
Okay
Enjoy the show. So I've got another bit here. I'm just getting here
Okay
on board as well. So if you really want to see what I'm unwrapping here, I can show you.
Okay สวัสดีป้าแขกค่ะ ติด
So
Wait,
actually this is
Hannah,
some scallops.
กอลบเป็นหอยเชลล์นะคะ
Yep. So we're going to put that in there. So we've got some monkfish scallops. We've got some crab and some calamari. We'll show you bit by bit, and that will go into the dinner.
เดี๋ยวจะค่อยๆ แนะนำส่วนผสมนะคะ วันนี้เป็น
Want me to
ซี
put it on
ฟู้ด
the plate? Yeah.
เป็นซีฟู้ดคือเป็น
Oh, so what happened was when I ordered the scallops, I asked the guy to do like a big handful. They did a big handful, and afterwards he said, "Oh, you know how many's in there?" Straight away he said 7. I thought, what 7? Hang on, 1, 2, 3 people. 7. That's not going to work. We need 2 more. So then you have to get another bag, and you have to put 2 in. So 2 scallops in a bag, and then weigh it out again. I felt sorry for the guys. But anyway, we end up with 9. So 3 each. So there's 3 of us here, by the way. Not including Milo.
คือมาร์กเล่าว่าตอนไปซื้อหอยเชลล์นะคะ เขาบอกให้คนขายหยิบหอยเชลล์ใส่ถุง ก็คือแฮนด์ฟูลก็คือ1 กรัมใช่ไหมแล้วเขาก็ใส่ถุงแล้วมาร์กก็ถามเขาว่า มีกี่ตัวในนั้น คนขายบอกว่า7ตัวเขาบอกเขาคิดอยู่บอกคือมันมีบ้านเรามันมี3คนใช่ไหมคะ7ตัวจะแบ่งกันยังไง ก็เลยให้เขาเอามาใส่2ตัวจะได้เป็น9ตัวก็จะได้เป็นคนละ3ตัวใช่ไหมก็คือในถุงหนึ่งมีสกาลอป7ตัวอีกถุงหนึ่งมีสกาลอป2ตัว
Yeah, that's a bit of a tough. Anyway, so the next one here is beautiful monkfish, and we realised there's quite a bit there, so let's not waste it. Let's just do half, and the other half we will do stuffing with lunch tomorrow or next day.
โอเค
So we'll
อัน
use
นี้
half.
อันนี้เป็นมังฟิชนะคะคือ ปลามังฟิช
So we put it on a plate so
Oh.
you can see the ratio proportion there. It's a bit
Yeah.
too much.
แต่ว่ามันเยอะมากเลยค่ะ เดี๋ยวเราจะใช้แค่ครึ่งเดียวแล้วที่เหลือเอาไว้ทำอาหารกลางวัน อาจจะเป็นแกงกะหรี่อินเดียอะไรสักอย่างหนึ่งเนาะ
Yeah. So basically what I want to say is ratios become very important. If you got stuffing where you use three or four different type of components, key like protein, different type of seafood, stuffing like this, you need the ratio to be right. You don't want too much of stuffing.
Okay.
Yeah.
มาร์กบอกว่าปริมาณของแต่ละคนที่เราจะใส่ก็คือสำคัญมากนะเราไม่อยากจะใส่ให้มันเยอะเกินไปจนเหลือนะคะ Michael asking how many scallop per person 3 scallop Michael ถามว่าจะมี
Yeah, so 3 per person, but we got other stuff as well.
Yeah.
So you got fish, we got crab, we got calamari. Don't worry, it's a good amount.
Okay.
So here we got our calamari.
อันนี้เป็นปลาหมึกค่ะ
That's been cleaned by the seafood stuff. We need to check it and maybe double clean it, and then we'll cut it up, portion it up for dinner.
แล้วก็อันนี้คือให้เขาทำความสะอาดมาแล้วจากที่ร้านนะคะ แต่เดี๋ยวเราจะเช็คอีกทีหนึ่งว่ามันสะอาดหรือเปล่า แล้วก็จะหั่นเป็นชิ้นนะคะ
And then we've got a one crab here. I bought the crab raw. So it's a blue swimmer. It was actually blue when I bought it, and then I steamed it up in the pot beforehand, let it cool down, and then we can pick it and then we can put it into the soup as well.
โอเคอันนี้เป็นปูบลูสวิมเมอร์คือปูม้านะคะ คือตอนซื้อมามันก็เป็นสีน้ำเงินนะ
Hey Norma, do you see that? Do you see that? That's for you, Hey Norma.
แต่พอเรานึ่งแล้วมันก็เป็นสีนี้นะ เรานึ่งไว้ล่วงหน้าแล้วเพราะว่าจะได้แกะได้นะคะthe audience said they want to have seafood with all the Thai spicy sauce but
Sorry, tonight we're doing very traditional, like American, English, European style. So there's definitely no Thai spicy sauce, sorry to say. But it's very tasty, very creamy, very rich, and we're going to serve it with homemade bread rolls that I made yesterday. I can show you as well. And we put them.
วันนี้เราจะทำเป็นสูตรฝรั่งนะ เราไม่กินกับน้ำจิ้มซีฟู้ดนะคะ
So I
เรา
made
จะ
the
กิ
bread
นซุป
rolls yesterday.
กับขนมปังที่มาร์คทำเมื่อวานนะคะ Let's show like this
Yeah, so what we're going to do is, let's get a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
อัน
And
นี้
what
เชี
we
ยร์
do
ปัต
is
ตา
we will pre-warm it up in the oven. So the trick is, we'll show you, just steam it with a bit of water, like just spray it with a bit of water, and just warm it up in the oven like 5-10 minutes, and then it becomes like super fresh.
โอเคเดี๋ยวอันนี้คือทำตั้งแต่เมื่อวานนี้ตอนเย็นมาร์คทำแต่เดี๋ยวเราจะเอาไปอุ่นในเตาอบให้มันนุ่มไว้ก่อนที่เราจะกินกับซุปนะคะชาวเดอร์สวัสดีค่ะน้องฝนนะคะเข้ามาแล้วจ้าป้าแขกเรียกพี่มาร์คนะคะ
So what we've done is, I'll put the oven on now to warm up the bread. 180 degrees Celsius, we put on now.
อันนี้ไปอบเตาอบ
Yeah, so just put the oven on for 100 degrees Celsius to warm up the bread. I'm just pouring myself a beer. I'm a bit thirsty now, and then we'll start prepping. A bit of work to do, but it's actually sorry, you can't see me.
Hang
It's
on,
actually pretty simple.
โอเค
Okay, so obviously it's not just seafood, right? You need the fruit, or not fruit. You need the vegetables. So today the key vegetables are potato, carrot, and celery. Not in that proportion. I've got other stuff and onions as well, a bit of garlic, and then we chicken stock, and then bits and pieces of spices as well. So yeah, you can't just cook proteins. You need all the good
โอเค
vegetables as well.
ก็คือส่วนผสมอื่นก็จะมีผักก็จะมีมันฝรั่งนะคะ หัวหอมก้านเซอร์รี่นะคะแครอท แล้วก็พาสลีย์ก็คือส่วนผสมของในซุปแล้ว
And
ก็
canned corn as well.
อันนี้เป็นข้าวโพดแกะเปลือกแล้ว ส่วนผสมในซุปก็จะเป็นแบบนี้นะคะ เดี๋ยวเรามาชมวิธีเชฟนี่ก็คือthirsty คือกระหายน้ำตลอดเวลานะคะน้ำเบียร์นะ
So to keep it simple, what we're doing is the vegetables we put into the pot with a bit of stock, butter, other bits and pieces. We warm it up, melt it down, simmer it down, and half of it we blend up in the blender, and the other half we keep aside with chunky bits. That way you get a nice thick soup, but also chunky bits as
โอ
well.
เค ก็คือเดี๋ยวเราจะหั่นผักหั่นอะไรนะคะ แล้วก็ไปต้มในน้ำซุปให้สุกแล้วเสร็จแล้วเราก็จะตักผักออกมานิดนึงเพื่อเอาไว้ใส่ให้มันเป็นก้อนแต่ที่เหลือเนี่ยเราจะเอาไปปั่นให้มันเป็นครีมเป็นอะไรนะคะ question from Michael do you recommend homemade chicken stock
Oh, homemade stock. It doesn't matter what it is. It can't go wrong. We
Okay,
take
hang
it.
on.
Yeah.
Michael ถามว่าจะ recommend น้ำสต๊อกไก่ทำเองไหมมาร์กบอกว่าก็คือถ้ามีก็ดีนะโอเค you can't go wrong yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, you can't go wrong with homemade stock. We cheat a bit. We're using chicken stock cubes. Actually, we're using Maggie brand chicken stock cubes, which is sponsored by Nestle, which is my company. Actually,
it's not sponsored
anyway.
it's like we
Anyway,
buy it
yeah, no, yeah. But anyway, we're cheating a bit. We're basically saying you don't have to spend hours making your own chicken stock. If you want to, you can buy the cubes, and it's almost just as good. You feel better when you make it yourself, of course. So Michael was a valid point, but you don't have to make it yourself. You can just buy the cubes as well.
คือดีถ้าเกิดว่าเราสามารถที่จะทำสต๊อกไก่เองได้นะคะแต่ถ้าเกิดไม่มีเวลาหรืออะไรเราก็ใช้สต๊อกไก่ที่ซื้อตามซูเปอร์มาร์เก็ตก็คือพวกคนอพวกแม็กกี้พวกซุปไก่ก้อนนะคะก็ใช้อร่อยได้เหมือนกันประหยัดเวลานะคะชีวิตบ้านนอก K Channel บอกว่าอาหารเขาน่ากินแทบทุกอย่างเลยขอบคุณค่ะก็พยายาม
I just peeled a potato in case you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm peeling
ก็
the
พยา
veggies at
ยา
the
ม
moment.
เลือกให้ที่จะอร่อยนะโอเคงั้นย้อนมาเดี๋ยวได้ฟังเสียงแล้วกันนะคะ ก็ชมการทำ โอเค yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving into the action now.
ก็ปอก
peeling.
เปลือกมันฝรั่งนะคะ
Basically what I did was I googled 2 or 3 recipes and put them together and just make it up as quick as just use your logical flow of cooking to make it work. Yeah.
okay. Sorry I did not listen to that kind
Yeah, okay. So
translate
basically we're making up this recipe, that's what I'm saying.
อ๋อมาร์คบอกว่าอันนี้สร้างสูตรขึ้นมาเองค่ะดูจากหลายๆสูตรแล้วมารวมๆกันแล้วก็เลือกสิ่งที่ดีเอามาสร้างสรรค์นะคะ here Stephen de Martin welcome back Stephen thank you for coming and joining and
Good to
thank
see
you
you, Stephen. And we're doing plain potato because we really like the chunky potato bits in our soups and chowders and that sort of stuff. Chowder is very important to have lots of potatoes, chunky, so we're doing lots of potatoes.
สำหรับchowder นี่นะคะก็คือส่วนประกอบสำคัญก็คือมันฝรั่งนะเราก็เลยจะใส่3หัวเลยนะคะอันนี้บ้านเรา3คนนะแต่เวลาทำออกมาก็จะประมาณ 3-4 คน we got question from Karen Scott มีคำถามจาก Karen นะคะว่า what beer are you having MGM ดื่มเบียร์อะไร
now the beer I'm having, very good question, Karen. I'm having a fantastic beer, which is from a fantastic brewery near Newtown in Sydney. It's called Hopster's Brewery, and I'm waiting for my brother to take me there because he's been there a few weeks ago. It's amazing. Anyway, I got a special prize for a case of this off the internet, and it's one of my favorite beers. So that's what I'm drinking right now. Yeah.
อันนี้เป็นเบียร์ที่ผลิตที่นิวทาวน์ที่ซิดนีย์นะคะไมเคิลเขาไปที่บรูรี่นี้มาแต่ว่ามาร์คออเดอร์จากออนไลน์ค่ะเป็นเบียร์ที่อร่อยนะคะขอบคุณน้องฝนที่เปิดไว้นะจ๊ะสายดัน สายดานขอบคุณมากค่ะที่เข้ามาชมมาเฝ้านะคะ and Stephen the Martin said that might be excessive that might be excessive potato peeling what does it mean
Oh, sorry, excessive potato peeling.
like you peel too much
Oh, well, you don't want skin in your potatoes. Maybe Stephen, you need to elaborate a bit more. Please elaborate. What's wrong with that?
น้องฝ้ายสวัสดีค่ะสตีเวนเขาบอกว่าอันนั้นน่าจะปอกเปลือกมากเกินไปนะคะมาร์กบอกว่ามากเกินไปยังไงอธิ
Okay,
บาย
I'm going to carry. Sorry, Steve. Maybe to put you on the spot. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Maybe I'm peeling, double peeling is what
Yeah.
you're thinking.
Uh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe I am. Yeah, that's okay.
โอเคมาร์กบอกว่าอาจจะขูดเปลือกมากเกินไปเนาะ Karen said but it's not the number one beer in Australia
Oh, what's the number one beer in Australia? I think I know the answer.
okay
So
Yeah.
Karen actually comes from a place in Australia called Canberra, which happens to be the capital city of Australia. And they just so happen to have the number one beer in the country voted in some special big beer competition. And and Karen very nicely brought a grower, so a big bottle of the beer, today. And Michael and myself, we drank that together along with Maren. And very good beer. So yeah.
ก็คือมาร์กอธิบายนะคะว่าคาเรนเพื่อนเรานะคะที่อยู่ที่เมืองแคนเบราเนี่ยเขาซื้อเบียร์ที่ได้รับการโหวตว่าเป็นเบียร์ที่ดีที่สุดในออสเตรเลียซึ่งผลิตที่แคนเบรานะคะแล้วเขาก็ดื่มกันวันนี้โอเค go back to Stephen he said like look like you were taking off too much yes
That's all right, Steve. It's all right. Next time I'll take off less. All good.
โอเคน้องฝ้ายมีการแปลงร่างนะคะโอเค
Okay, we need to be cautious of time.
Oh, yeah.
All good.
It's-
I'll keep going. Now, if you don't mind, can you,
Check.
if you want, just get the caramel happening because we just need to sort out other stuff as well. That's the carrot peeling done. Just make trim through it, make sure it's clean, and then I'll cut it up. So I'll just put these aside.
it's very clean
And what we'll do is we will start cooking. Sorry, you can't do anything here now. We'll start cooking these. We'll chop them up and we'll start cooking them into the pot. I need to chop up the celery as well.
let me
go.
chop up the celery let me know
Onion
this
as
is
well.
good
And then we need to start the pot and start simmering.
how do you want me to cut the celery
I'll just chop. I'll do it. It's all good. So
but we can start the pot no
yeah, start the pot now, please. So if you start the pot, put some oil and a bit of butter in there, and then we'll get the rest happening. Like a big pot, yes, please. The bottom one there. Yep, perfect.
but we don't put now otherwise it will burn
We need to start cooking now.
yes but it's just you have to fry in the oil
Yep. So we need to put the oil in the pot and the butter and start cooking it.
but if you want chunky bit you should cut it
Yeah. So we start cooking everything, and then halfway through we take half out, and then we blend half, and then the other half we keep aside, and then we start.
no but if we want to keep the good bit right I would suggest we cut it like that
Okay.
just look nicer
Yep. So Mel just taking over and doing the cutting. I'll just while Mel's doing that, I will just do the onion,
okay
prepped onion. And Mom, ain't Norma, hope you ladies are doing good. You're not falling asleep, hopefully. All good. So even though Auntie Norma's our great Auntie Norma, we would stay Auntie Norma. You can say great Auntie Norma. So it's nice and simple to say Auntie Norma. Right, so what I'm doing now is prepping the onion. So we've got lots of prepping action happening now.
I'm going to put on the plate now.
Plenty of flavors going through here. Just think about it. You got your basic key fundamental flavors, which are vegetables. Now, just easy to get to vegetables. So root vegetables, carrot, potatoes, onions, celery, all that stuff. That forms the base of your seafood chowder. And then your seafood you just put in later at the end. Just all your fresh seafood, whatever you like. It doesn't have to be what we bought. It can be whatever you like, yeah?
ก็ส่วนผสมหลักก็จะเป็นผักแบบนี้นะคะ แล้วสุดท้ายเราก็จะใส่ซีฟู้ดก็คืออาหารทะเลที่เราชอบนะคะ ไม่จำเป็นต้องใส่เหมือนเรานะ ก็ดัดแปลงว่าจะใส่อะไร
So if you're lucky, you can go fishing, get your own hand-caught seafood, even better, whatever you catch, just throw it in the pot, all good. Nice and chunky. For me, I like it to be nice and chunky. I don't want it to be very thin and yeah, very important.
มาบอกว่าเอาชิ้นใหญ่ๆแมวก็หั่นชิ้นเล็กไปแล้ว but I cut the small one is it too small
yeah, just looking for the comments now. So Stephen de Martin said it might be excessive potato peeling. Yes, that's what you said before. Karen Scott said, but it's not
yeah we
the number
already
one
said
being
that
Australia, but it's pretty much up there, Karen. So good job there. Stephen said, yes, it looks like you're taking off too much. Yes, I took off a bit. And he said you need some guinea pigs. Oh, guinea pigs? You mean to put in with the soup? Guinea pigs? Or you mean
No,
to
to
eat the
test.
vegetables? Or you mean to eat the leftover peelings? Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Yep, I get your point. Okay, shall we put this one on the plate?
Hang on.
I'm going to start dicing up the potatoes. And then we need to start heating up.
And you put together on the same time
Yep, we will. Yep. So we move the dye.
no put here
Okay, let me do more. You think there's enough onion or a bit more?
put more
More? Okay, let's do more. So again, it comes down to your ratios, your proportions. The way we're going, we probably gonna have enough soup anyway for Monday lunch, which I'm happy with.
can we keep it
Yep.
มาร์คบอกว่าดูจากปริมาณที่ทำแล้วนี่น่าจะเหลือเป็นอาหารกลางวันวันจันทร์ บอกแล้วจะเก็บได้ไหมเนี่ย Is it okay to
Yeah.
freeze
Looks like we got a knife and cook off here. I just realized you got a big knife over here. You got one here. We got a bit of a cook off here.
Okay how do you want to cut potato
Yeah, just in cubes. Yep.
in the cube
Yeah.
Big?
Yep. Everybody has their own way of doing it. You don't
no
throw
but
it-
we have to do the same side
Yeah,
otherwise
it's
it
very
won't
different
cook.
from how I do it. It's
that?
interesting because Maew and myself, we come from very different backgrounds. When it comes to cooking and shopping and prepping, we do everything totally different, but the end result usually comes up the
Hang on.
same.
This
so
is good
it's okay, yep. Yep. So I would go cubes right this.
Okay.
Yep, all good.
ก็คือมาร์คกับแมวนะคะ เวลาหั่นอะไรแบบเนี้ยจะหั่นต่างกัน เพราะว่าแบ็กกราวด์ไม่เหมือนกัน ก็คือจะต้องถามกันว่า เธอจะต้องการแบบไหนยังไงเนาะเพราะไม่งั้นก็จะกลายเป็นแบบทะเลาะกันได้
The mum, hey Norma, you got any questions? Otherwise we'll keep going. I'm going to do some garlic here shortly. I'm still chopping the onion here, by the way. Okay, I'm going to move that over to Maew and she'll just fry it onto the plate. That's good teamwork there.
Let me check the comment if there are any comment here อ๋อสวัสดีค่ะ แม่อ้อสอนลูกนะคะ
And they could eat when you bang it as hard as you can. All the garlic outside layer just comes off like that. Very good.
อันนั้นเขาสวัสดีพี่เด่นนะคะกับบ่าวกองขอบคุณที่มาให้กำลังใจนะคะมาร์กก็คือสับกระเทียมนะแมวหั่นมันฝรั่งนะคะก็มันฝรั่งก็เอาเป็นเขาเรียกชังกี้บิดก็คือเป็นชิ้นใหญ่นิดนึงนะ
We got parsley here as well, but we put the parsley in near the end, so we don't need it right now.
ก็เดี๋ยวพาสลีย์ใส่ตอนท้ายนะคะ
And if you want to, you can put tomato paste, other bits and pieces to make it a bit more tomato. We're not doing that today. If you want to, you can add white wine and other bits and pieces. It's up to you what you want here.
ก็คือเราสามารถที่จะใส่มะเขือเทศด้วยก็ได้นะคะถ้าเกิดใครชอบแต่ว่าวันนี้เราไม่ใส่นะ
So here's the secret: when you're cutting up your garlic, make sure you push it down and really fight it down.
อันนี้คือวิธีการเทคนิคการหั่นกระเทียมของฝรั่ง
I'm not saying I'm professional, but it works for me. If you've got other ideas and better tips, just by all means share.
มาบอกว่าเขาก็ไม่ใช่ผู้เชี่ยวชาญอะไรมากนะคะแต่ว่าถ้าเกิดว่าใครมีทิปมีอะไรที่อยากจะแชร์บอกได้เลยนะคะ
Sharing is caring. Everybody loves to share their tips. Okay, that's good.
I'm done too
Okay, excellent. So we're on the right track. And while we're getting this stuff warming up in the pot, I'll start prepping the seafood, so the crab and the calamari as well.
Okay let's move the camera then to the pot โอเคผักเสร็จแล้วค่ะก็ได้จานนี้เนาะ
That's a good effort.
เห็นไหมคะผักมีแครอทหัวหอมนะคะสับกระเทียมเซเลอรี่แล้วก็มันฝรั่งค่ะ yeah ready เดี๋ยวเราจะย้ายไปในหม้ออันนู้นนะคะ การเดินทางของ
So we put a bit of oil and a bit of butter.
โอเค
A bit of way to go. Can everybody see?
เดี๋ยวใส่โอลิฟออยล์นะคะฮัลโหลแมทฮู
Butter as well.
พี่เด่นบอกเสียวไปมีดจะทิ่มมือกัน ขอบคุณค่ะเสียวอยู่เหมือนกัน
Need more butter as well.
อันนี้ใส่เนยไปนะคะ
You want plenty of butter in this dish, so people put more as well.
โอเคแมทธิวถามว่ามีอาไปไหน Where is Mia Mia is having a shower
Alright, so we've got olive oil here, we've got butter here, and we've got a bit of beer as well, but it's not for the dinner, that's for me. Now I'm about to put in all the vegetables.
all together
Yeah, just throw it all in, it's all good. Keep it simple. The idea of this is to keep it as simple as possible, cook everything together, it's all good.
and potato as
Yeah,
well
or if you want to, just leave the potato and put everything else in.
โอเค
Simmer it up and then put the potatoes in after.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
ถามมาร์กว่าจะให้ใส่มันฝรั่งเพราะมาร์กบอกก็ใส่ทั้งหมดเลย ก็เลยเอ๊ะใส่มันฝรั่งด้วยเหรอมาร์กบอกว่าถ้าจะเอาให้สบายใจก็ใส่มันฝรั่งทีหลังแล้วกัน
Anyway, while Maew and you guys are doing that, I'm actually over here this way in the kitchen. I'm actually prepping the seafood. So I'm going to start prepping the calamari. So it's over this way. So Maew's doing here, and me, I'm over this way. Yeah.
โอเคก็เดี๋ยวมาร์คเขาจะเดี๋ยวมาร์คเขาจะเตรียมซีฟู้ดนะคะ อยู่ข้างหลังค่ะ ระหว่างนี้แมวก็ผัดผักไปก่อนนะคะ ใส่กับน้ำมันกับโอลิฟออยล์ Matthew Milo is sleeping on the couch Matthew ถามว่าไมโลหมาของเราอยู่ไหนนะคะ บอกว่านอนอยู่บนโซฟา อันนี้ก็คือผัดให้ผักสลดนะคะ ผัดไปเรื่อยๆแมทธิวบอกว่าไม่มีไมโลจะออกจากการชมละ No you can't leave this is cooking show it's not Milo show ไม่ใช่โชว์ช่องโชว์สุนัขเนาะค่อยๆผัดไปนะคะคนๆอันนี้จะกลายเป็นหม้อใหญ่
And that will be for our other dish that we make, our other special dish, all the fish and pieces. No, this one's done here. That will be for the other one, you know. So what I'm saying to Maew is we're going to split up the fish and pieces. So a little bit too much fish, so we take half the fish away. The calamari, the most favourable bit that people like is actually the ring bit, so we'll keep that for here. And then the other fish and pieces we'll take away. And we'll use that for another dish.
ก็คือมาร์คบอกว่าส่วนปลาหมึกนะคะซื้อมา2ตัวส่วนที่เป็นตัวเดี๋ยวก็จะมาหั่นใส่นะคะแต่ว่าส่วนเป็นหัวเดี๋ยวจะเอาไปทำแกงอินเดียพี่หน่อยสวัสดีจ้ามาทักทายนะMichael asks Can you share with us the best way to prep a raw crab?
Oh, okay, so maybe we can change. I'm about to do the crab. So, by the way, this is the calamari. So what I've done is I've cut it into rings. When I say rings, I mean they look like rings, like something you can put on your finger or whatever, you know what I mean? So, and that's to go with the dinner. And the bits and pieces that, you know, the legs and the other bits and pieces, I'll put aside and we'll use that for our lunch on Monday. We'll make a special dish for Monday lunch or something. So, in other words, we're using the good bits for the soup and the not so proper bits we're going to use later for another dish. So, if anybody wants to see me prep, if you want to see me prep a crab, we can switch over and I can show you how to prep.
อันนี้แมวจะผัดไปเรื่อยๆนะเอามาร์คบอกว่าจะเตรียมปลาหมึกไม่ใช่ปลาหมึกwhat do you call the here this is you do here or
Yeah, I'll do here.
อ๋อโอเคแค่ดูตรงนี้
Okay, so yeah, down here.
here
Yep. Okay, so what we got here before we go to the crab, the scallops. So we got 3. You heard the story before. We got 7. Now I have to get another 2, so we get 9. So we get 3 each. Okay, that's our scallops covered. The fish we got probably a bit too much, so we're gonna do half. Another half I'm gonna cut off. So let's do that now.
do I put potato now
Yep. And as you can see, it's pretty easy. Yep, put the potato in, please, Maew. It's pretty easy, just cut in half. And we pick whichever half we want. We want the big half or the little half. So probably the big half, the little half. We're going to put into our little bowls of goodies. So this bowl of goodies, we're going to make stuffing with that on Monday for lunch.
ในหม้อนะคะแมวใส่มันฝรั่งไปแล้วนะคะ
So when you cut the fish, just cut it in nice chunky bits. Not too big, not too small. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job there. Just cutting up into nice sharp chunks. And we're going to throw that in at the end. So just to show what I'm doing, I'm just putting it next to our scallops. You can see it's going to be a nice chunky seafood brisket. Amazing, beautiful. I'm tempted to put some of those scallops aside too. Let's see how many we got left to each there. I'm tempted to put a couple of those aside as well. Let's do that. That's sneaky. So I'm taking a couple of those as well for Monday lunch. All good. Okay, so the crab. So going back to what Michael said, how do you prep the crab? So what we did is I bought it's a blue swimmer. It's a blue swimmer, so, but it's not blue anymore. So it was blue when I bought it. In other words, it was raw. And I steamed it up.
sorry
Yep.
sorry to interrupt do I put the soup now
Stock, put some chicken stock and water. Yep. So some
Okay,
chicken stock here.
let's show here
Yep.
first
Okay. Good
เดี๋ยว
point.
ขอดูนิดนึงนะคะ ในอันนี้ใส่มันฝรั่งไปแล้วนะคะ เดี๋ยวเราจะใส่น้ำ
Okay. So what Maew is doing right now is she's just getting some chicken stock cubes and putting it into some water, boiling water, and we're gonna put it in there. Yep.
ใส่น้ำค่ะ อันนี้ใส่ประมาณ 1.5 ลิตรนะคะ ประมาณลิตรครึ่งนะ แล้วเดี๋ยวแมวจะใส่ซุปไก่ก้อนนะคะ
Okay, so we're gonna let that simmer through.
อ๋อไมโครโอเค
Okay.
เดี๋ยวจะใส่
Well, thinking this will be a 1 hour cook off, but the way it's going, it's gonna be 1.5 hours. That's all right. We'll keep going. All good. Yep. So we gotta mix this through. Let it simmer through.
จะใส่3ก้อนนะคะ แล้วเดี๋ยวค่อยชิมเอาว่ามันจะได้รสชาติไหม and then we will taste if it is good enough but if you have chicken stock you made yourselves it's fine
Yep. To answer Michael your question before, homemade stock is always the best. So in fact, for this dish, if you can do homemade fish or seafood stock, even better. Yep. But we chose to use the chicken stock here, which is almost just as good. Not quite, but almost.
โอเค อันนี้เดี๋ยวปล่อยให้มัน
Okay, Mal,
None
just to
back.
move back over,
Okay.
I can show how we can pick the crab.
กลับมา
I need to get the equipment here as well.
กลับมา and Michael asked what is different between chowder and brisk I don't know I don't know
Maybe
that
I can answer that. Can you kind of find the
Yeah.
cracker thing?
เดี๋ยวให้นอนไมเคิลถามว่าอะไรคือความแตกต่างระหว่างซุปที่เรียกว่า chowder กับ bis นะคะ เดี๋ยวมาอธิบาย
So what's the question again? When we over? Okay, so the question is, what's the difference between the brisk and the chowder? What's the difference between the brisk and the chowder? That's a very good question. I need to drink a beer for that one. Okay, just kidding. A chowder is like American style. A brisk is like French style. Technically, I think the difference between the two is the brisk. You tend to use the shellfish and the shell from the seafood, and you sort of break that down, and you breathe that up, and you can use that as part of your liquid in your soup. Whereas the American style, which is what we're doing here, you don't use the shell part. So you just keep it simple and just focus on the vegetable parts. For me, that's a different. I'm not going to say that's the correct answer, but that's my answer. Yep.
มาร์กอธิบายยกใหญ่นะคะ แต่บอกว่าไม่แน่ใจว่าถูกต้องหรือเปล่าบิสเป็นเหมือนเขาจะต้องเอากระดูกเอาอะไรเงี้ยไปต้มด้วยนะคะ แต่ว่าถ้าเป็นอย่างที่เราทำอันนี้เป็นอเมริกันสไตล์คือไม่ได้ใส่นะคะ ก็คือใส่แต่ซุปแต่อะไร
Okay, so to prep a crab, if you really know what you're doing, you can probably do it with no equipment. Me, I'm not a super professional, so I need equipment. So I need what they call a crab cut like a crab shell breaker thing, if you like. It cracks through the shell, and then you need what they call a picker. You know, it's almost like dumping that you have if you want to, you know, stick it up your nose and pick your nose or dumping. But anyway, let's be polite. You know, this is for getting the meat out of the crab. So yeah. So I need me personally, I need some equipment. Yeah.
โอเคมาร์กก็ต้องมีอุปกรณ์ในการแกะปูนะคะ ก็คืออันนี้ที่หนีบกับเขาเรียกอะไรหนีบกระดูกและอันนั้นที่แกะนะคะ
Okay.
สวัสดีน้องแม็กนะคะ สวัสดีพี่หลินค่ะ
Now here's some tips. When you buy a crab, rule number one: when you buy a fresh crab, make sure it comes with two front claws. These are the most important, or not the most important, but very important. Sometimes you buy a crab and one of these babies are missing. You don't want that. No.
มาบอกว่ากฎข้อแรกถ้าซื้อปูจะต้องมั่นใจว่ามีกล้ามติดมานะ เพราะว่าเคยซื้อปูแล้วกล้ามหายโกรธมากนะคะ แล้วก็สวัสดี My Cat TV แม่ทองแท้นะคะ
So normally you buy the crab by the weight. The claw's not that heavy. Most of the weight is here. But still, this is important. You get some good stuff here. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is okay. So here it is. So let's start. So it's simple. If you get a crab and you want to peel it, you get a fresh crab. You basically get this bit. I don't know the technical name for this bit here, but it's basically a bit here. You just flip it and you just break it. Just flip it out. That's it. Easy. And that's your back shell. And here is the dodgy bits that you don't want. That's what they call the dead man fingers. This is the stuff you don't want. This is garbage. Okay. The dead man fingers, which is the stuff you don't want. It's very stale and bitter. You don't want to be eating that. You just throw that, yeah? That's it. Easy. That's all the hard bit done. So you break through the shell. And if you're doing a really good Asian stir fry of some store, all these bits and pieces of goodies you can throw in there. Technically, we can probably throw into a soup, into a bricks or chowder, whatever you want to call it, if we want to. Matt, what do you think? Should we? No? Okay, so I've been told no. But look, there's lots of good flavours here. If you get a really good crab stir fry, they will throw that in there and it's all in there. But we don't need that, so we put that in here. So that's gone.
มาถามว่าจะให้ใส่อันนี้ลงไปในซุปไหมบอกไม่ใส่ค่ะ
Yeah, anyway, so now we almost there. Just break it in half. That's it. And then all you gotta do is pick through the meat. Easy, done. So you just get the legs out, break it up, and then we pick. So I asked Mal, do you want to have one that's got crab shells in there, or you just want the clean meat? And Mal says you want the clean meat. So we're gonna pick it here now. So we get rid of this one, and we'll just put it into another plate, and we'll just pick it. So this is where we start to use our equipment. So our picking equipment, and our crab cracking. How's the soup going, by the way, Mel?
Soup is still
All good?
cooking.
Okay.
All good.
So put this on the side. So basically you need this one for these guys here. So if you're making a stir fry, all you need to do is break these in half and throw it in. But because we want to keep it simple and just focus on the flesh, we're going to focus on just getting the flesh out. So you can see already you've got some beautiful flesh there. Just, that's what you want, yep. And be careful, you can cut your fingers and all bits and pieces here.
Michael said ปูป้าแขกบอกปูนะ Michael said you could keep those brown crab meat for Monday. Which one?
Exactly. And all this stuff you can make, if you really want to, you could do this one day in advance and then use all this stuff to make a seafood crab stock, and then you can be using that right now for dinner. But we didn't choose to do that. We took the easy option.
ระหว่างนี้ซุปยังต้มอยู่นะคะ so right now the soup is it's cooking.
Okay, I'm still here, by the way. I'm just powering through. Yep, just be with us.
สิโยน
Yep.
มาบอกว่าแค่อยากบอกให้รู้ว่าเขายังอยู่ตรงนี้บอกก็แน่นอนสิเธอแกะปูอยู่ตรงนี้ จะไปไหน
Yeah, there's lots of good stuff in here.
พี่เด่นทักทายป้าแขกนะคะ ทักทายน้องแม็กทักทายพี่หลินพี่หน่อยน้องฝ้ายนะคะบ่าวกองมาทิว
I mean, if we had another 2 hours up our sleeve, I would throw this in right now with the vegetables that we're cooking in the pot, and that will get more flavour. But because we're time constrained, we just go with what we got, so we won't do that.
มาบอกว่าถ้ามีเวลาก็อยากจะใส่เปลือกปูลงไปต้มกับซุปนะคะ แต่ว่าไม่มีเวลานะคะ จะได้มีเฟลเวอร์คือรสชาติมากขึ้น แต่ไม่เอาค่ะ เอาแค่ธรรมดาแค่นี้พอ
You can see the picking equipment becomes very important. Otherwise, it's very hard to get the meat out.
ก็คืออันนี้ที่แกะปูก็สำคัญนะคะ ไม่งั้นคือก็แกะเนื้อออกมาลำบากเนาะ
So the vegetables should be softening up now in the pot. Hopefully.
I think we do 1.5 hours today.
Sorry, what was that, Mal?
We do 1.5 hours today. The cooking.
Oh, yep, that's fine. Yep, we will. That's fine.
Get some flavor there. But need more salt. Do you want me to help?
Oh, I think we're okay. We're not in a hurry. We're not whole.
Yeah,
Let me check what else we've got.
just that's all. แมวช่วยแกะปูแล้วนะคะ จะได้เร็ว
And these mini ones, you just use your hands just to break them. For me, it's very important to have the crab. The crab adds sweetness to your bricks or chowder. And very important, lobster or crab, you need something like that.
A prawn.
Prawn, you can put prawn. I'm not a big fan of the prawn with this one. I think the prawn in the soup, that doesn't work for me.
ๆ โอเค มาบอกว่าเขาไม่ชอบกุ้งที่จะใส่ไปในซุปนะคะ อันนี้จะต้องใส่ปูหรือว่า lobster นะคะ ถึงจะมีรสชาติ
And you can see you get lots of flavor out of one crab. Very good.
พี่เพชรมาทันนะคะ แกะปูก่อนค่ะ จะใส่ปูไปในซีฟู้ดซุปนะคะซีฟู้ดชาวเดอร์ I try to make a chunk bit
Yep, that's good.
try my best
They can see it's a bit of work. We're just doing one crab. Imagine you're doing like 5 or 10 crabs. Yeah, bit of work. You don't want to be doing that.
มาบอกว่าแค่ปูตัวเดียวเห็นไหมงานหนัก
But it's okay. We've got a bit of time to lose here. We're still waiting for the soup to, the vegetables to simmer down.
แต่ว่าไม่เป็นไรนะ เรามีเวลาเพราะว่าเดี๋ยวเรารอให้ผักต้มในซุปสุกนะ พี่เพชรบอกพี่เพชรบอกพี่ไม่เคยแกะปู
Yeah,
ได้
you
เล
get some
ย
good stuff there too.
ต้อง มีอุปกรณ์พี่เพชรKaren asks red or white white
Oh, for the wine, well, seafood has to be white, of course. It can't be red. Red is for red meat. Red meat is, beef or whatever, or lamb. So we're talking about seafood, white. So it has to be white wine.
คาเรนถามว่าจะกินไวน์ขาวหรือไวน์แดงกับเมนูนี้นะคะมาบอกว่าแน่นอนว่าต้องเป็นไวน์ขาวเพราะว่าไวน์ขาวกินกับซีฟู้ดไวน์แดงเอาไว้กินกับเนื้อนะแต่จริงๆใครอยากดื่มอะไรก็ดื่มนะ but if you want to drink anything you can
Yeah, I mean, the rules are there to be broken, right, as I say. So at the end of the day, if you want to break it, break them. Go for the red wine, have a beer, or even have a shot of vodka or whatever you want, whatever works for you.
มาบอกว่ากฎมีไว้แหกนะใครอยากดื่มอะไรก็ดื่มตามสบายเลยค่ะMichael said, I think hipster crawl sound like a fast crab pillar, but Michael, she just said that she never be able to pick the crab herself. Her husband did it for her.
Yeah, takes a lot of patience to do this. At the end of the day, all you do is get a bit of meat out of a crab. It's not complicated. It just takes a bit of patience, right?
Yeah. And Karen said she's thinking of the doctor. Of course, Karen, doctor is the
Yeah,
best.
the doctor is perfect. Karen is talking about a very good white wine, the Riesling from New Zealand. In fact, I think she visited the brewery when she did one of her New Zealand visits. And it's a very
Not
good
brewery, it's
vineyard. It's a very amazing wine. Very good.
คาเรนพูดถึงไวน์ที่ชื่อด็อกเตอร์นะคะไม่ใช่ด็อกเตอร์คุณหมอนะเป็นไวน์ริสลิงที่อยู่ที่นิวซีแลนด์นะคะซึ่งอร่อยมากเป็นไวน์ริสลิงอย่างเดียวที่แมวชอบนะ อย่างอื่นคือไม่เคยคิดว่าอร่อยเท่ายี่ห้อนี้ The Doctor นะคะ
Mom and I, Norma, hope you guys are still there. Not getting bored.
I think the chowder it should be ready to like cook.
Okay, we're almost there. We're going to move on to the next step very shortly. We'll fast track here a bit now. Don't go too slow. At the end of the day, how much effort we're getting to the end point here now, where the amount of work you do to get a little bit of flesh, sometimes you just got to give up and just throw it into the bowl.
ทำไปทำมาขี้เกียจก็ไม่แกะแล้วนะตรงที่เป็นก้าง
Yep, done. Alright.
โอเคเสร็จแล้วค่ะล้างมือ เดี๋ยวอันนี้ต้อง
Looking brave, half of it.
Yeah you can take let me clean this up a bit it's cooked enough yeah
Yep, that's perfect.
hang on
Very good. Oh, that's a good goal, but anyway. So, yep, so this is all our seafood goodness we got here. So, we've got chopped up fresh monkfish. Let me move around so you can see, yep, so we've got the beautiful monkfish.
อะตอมแมนไมค์การ์เด้นสวัสดีจ้า
Pretty
วันนี้
beautiful
ท
stuff.
ำซีฟู้ดชาวเดอร์ค่ะเป็น
Which are rationing out to 2 per portion.
ซุป
So that we can get some sneaky extra bits for Monday lunch. And then we got our fresh picked crab. Beautiful. That for me is the most important ingredient. If you go for chowder, if you go one seafood, I would go for the crab or the lobster. That for me makes it.
พูดต่อทำซีฟู้ดชาวเดอร์คือซีฟู้ดซุปนะคะ so we move it to
Yep, move over here. What we're going to do now is we're going to freeze up. We're going to pick out half and freeze it up.
เห็นไหมเอ่ยโอเคเห็นนะอันนี้ซุปเสร็จแล้วนะเสร็จแล้วwe put corn
No, not for later, not for
Okay.
now. So we're gonna take half of this out, and we're gonna bridge it up, thicken it up, and then we're gonna throw it back in again. We'll thicken it up, make it nice and thick. Yeah.
do we need this mixing like that
Yep.
เดี๋ยวเราจะ เอาส่วนหนึ่งเก็บไว้นะคะ เพื่อเอาไว้ใส่ให้มันเป็นแบบเขาเรียกอะไรชังกี้อะค่ะคือให้มันเป็นชิ้นๆน่ะแล้วที่เหลือเราจะบดค่ะ Is it enough honey
Bit more. Yep, that's good.
yeah
How much more is in there? It should be roughly half. Maybe a little bit more. Yep, good.
but we have corn as well the chunky bit
Yeah, that's good. Let's put that in as well. Yep. Excellent. So we boost this up. And we're gonna add a bit of cream and some fresh herbs as well later. So yeah.
okay do I need to turn off the
Just let it keep going. So good.
but
Come
how
on.
do we blend it
No, this will get blended. So
oh
this will be our chunky, and this will get blended up.
I thought I will blend in here
Yeah.
sorry
No, so we'll take a bit more
More?
out. Yep, yep. That's good.
โอเคข้อทีนะคะเข้าใจผิดกับม้าคิดว่าเราจะต้องเบลนจากในหม้อม้าบอกว่าเอาที่อันเนี้ยออกไปเบลนโอเค got it is it
I'm just draining out the corn. So I've just opened up the corn here. You can
มีข้าว
see
โพดด้วยนะ
the corn. So I'm just draining it out.
โอเค if it blend like this I will put in you
Yep, yep, that's what I'm saying. So we got a special blending
I
machine.
should have put straight คือควรจะใส่โดยตรงไปในนี้นะเนี่ย
So as you can see now, I've just got the corn. I could show them we've got fresh corn off the cob. Would have cost like $4. We get corn in the can, it's like 89 cents. So I wait for the corn in the can because at the end of the day, it's almost the same thing when you talk about the most important ingredient is the fresh seafood. All the rest you can just go with what you get, yeah.
มาร์กบอกว่าถ้าซื้อถ้าซื้อข้าวโพดสด4 เหรียญ how much it cost $4
Yeah, for fresh corn, the cob.
ถ้าซื้อข้าวโพดสด4 เหรียญแต่ซื้อข้าวโพดจากกระป๋องแค่85 เซนต์ก็เลยใช้กระป๋องค่ะ clever you
You gotta be clever with these things. You gotta think about what you're doing. You don't want to waste money that you don't need to waste, yeah. But you want it to be maximum flavour as well. Yep. Anyway, we're still on track. Maew bleaching up the vegetables in case you didn't hear. That's our secret stash for Monday lunch. So I'm going to wrap that up now and put it back in the fridge. So we got monkfish, we got scallops, and we got the sneaky bits of calamari that people, the less popular parts of the calamari, you know, the leggy bits and stuff. So we're going to use that for our lunch. It's beautiful.
อันนี้นะคะคือบดมาแล้วนะคะ แมวจะใส่กลับเข้าไปนะ
Beautiful, Mal. That is awesome. That is going to make the difference. Now we're talking. I love the yellow. Where's that come from?
carrot
Very good.
and potato
Excellent. I think that's a very important step, actually. Bridging up. You take out half of the vegetables and bridge it up. That's very important. As you can see, it makes it. Look at that. It's a totally different ball game now. It's all right, man. We're on track. We've got 25 minutes. So, yeah.
โอ้ร้อน ถ้าเป็น Master Chef นี่คือจะตกรอบไหมเนี่ย ว่าใช้เวลา Are we going to fail if we do Master Chef? It's like our challenge is 1.5 hours, yeah?
Beautiful. You put the corn in now.
Okay.
Half of the corn.
Yep. เดี๋ยวจะใส่ข้าวโพดครึ่งเดียวนะคะ
And the other half will keep with sneaky sourdough topping on the side. Looking good. I'll start prepping. So all we're going to do now is just thicken this up a bit. The seafood is literally just going to take 5-7 minutes to cook, so you don't need much time. Just put in the order of cooking, so maybe the calamari first, maybe the crab, in fact I would do it all at the same time, so calamari, crab and fish at the same
Hang
time.
on let me have a taste I
And the
think
scallops we put near the end, scallops just poach them.
มาร์กบอกว่าเดี๋ยวจะใส่ซีฟู้ดทีหลังนะคะขอชิมหน่อยนะ บอกว่า
So just checking for questions in English.
no พี่นา says hello to everyone สวัสดีค่ะ
Okay.
พี่นา
There's no questions in English here for me, so I'm okay, I'm off the hook. I'll just go back to my beer.
it's pretty good actually
Actually, very good, Mal. It's always pretty good here. Everything around here is always very good.
but I will put a little bit more salt
Salt and pepper, and even a little sprinkling of chili flakes could work.
no chili flake ใส่เกลืออีกนิดนึงนะคะ ก็คือชิมให้ได้รสตามที่ชอบนะคะ อันนี้จะมีความหวานนิดนึงของผักที่เราต้มไปนะ it have a little bit of sweet taste from the veggie
Oh yeah, that's normal. Yep, nice sweet taste. And the seafood as well tends to be sweet as well.
ไม่มีน้ำตาลเลยนะ แต่ว่าหวานจากผักที่เราต้มนะคะ กับมันฝรั่ง
And you don't want to waste all that good flavour, so put a bit of water in there.
no it will be too losing leave it
Oh yeah.
no it my
Okay,
thing
alright.
I think it's already
Are we there? Okay.
I mean it already liquidy you know what I mean
Yep, I know what you mean.
มาร์กบอกว่าจะให้ใส่น้ำแต่แมวบอกว่าไม่ใส่น้ำเพิ่มได้ไหมเพราะว่ามันลิควิดอยู่แล้วอ่ะเพราะว่ามันเขาเรียกว่าอะไรเหลวอยู่แล้วอ่ะพยายามขูดออกให้หมดแล้วกัน If it's good in the future, we have mom here to supervise and give her some tips.
Yeah, very good. It's excellent that we got Mum and A Norma to supervise.
But
It was even better last week or the week before we had Mum to supervise. She gave us live feedback as well. It was good.
Okay, it's hang on, let me taste one more time.
I mean, a lot of my cooking and my brother's cooking we got from Mum. Mum's an amazing cook. All sorts of good stuff there, Mum. So thank you, Mum.
โอเคมาบอกว่า
Excellent work, Mum.
เรียนรู้การทำอาหารจากคุณแม่นะคะ ที่ทำได้เก่งๆ แล้วก็มีเขาเรียกอะไร แรงบันดาลใจ
It's got a beautiful colour. If you don't like the colour, you can add tomato paste and tomato, and that will make it an orange colour. Some people, when they think of seafood, they like this to be more orangey. It's up to you. As we always say, it's up to you. You flavour it, you season it, and do what you want.
It's
Go
hot,
for it.
it's hot, but
Yep,
it
yep.
tastes hot.
Yep,
Blow it. I will put a little bit more salt.
Okay, go for it.
Hang on.
No, I need more salt.
Yeah, okay.
And pepper.
ใส่เกลือไปอีกนิดนึงค่ะ
I need both.
ไม่นิดนะเนี่ย ความเค็มยังไม่ได้ โอเค พริกไทยนะคะ ตามชอบเลยค่ะ Okay I think
Okay, shall we start putting the seafood in?
oh don't forget we have to put the bread
Yeah, the bread takes 5 minutes. Go put it in now.
it's up to you how long is seafood cook
So I'm going to put the bread in the oven, and the trick we have is, when you put the bread in the oven, you squirt it with a water spray bottle. Oh, okay, we'll show you later. Okay, so
here we are
we've got these beautifully freshly baked mini bread things.
อันนี้มาร์คทำเองนะเชียบัตต้าค่ะทำเมื่อวานนี้
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the oven quickly before I put them in.
อันนี้วิธีการอบนะคะก็อุ่นคือเปิดเตาอบแล้วก็ใส่น้ำลงไปนิดนึงค่ะก็สเปรย์น้ำให้มี
And because they were baked the day before, I'll just quickly spray these as well.
เพราะว่ามันอบเมื่อวานนี้มันก็จะแข็งนิดๆเนาะ
And we'll put them in. Make sure they're laid out flat on the pan. In.
แค่นี้เอง
And I would like to put up a bit for 220. Yep. So we just put it in there for 5-10 minutes. Yeah.
5-10 minutes okay this is should be
And we're going to add some cream too. If you don't want to add cream, if you someone that doesn't like cream, but Mum, we don't know you don't like cream, you can skip this part. But we will add cream, not now, at the end, and that will add a lot of richness as well to the dish.
I think we should do now is about the veggie to cook
Okay, so what we can do now is we can start adding our seafood in.
โอเคจะเริ่มใส่ซีฟู้ดแล้วนะ
I
คะ
would say we put
Fish.
the crab in.
no crab is last because crab is
Okay,
cooked
so we put the fish and put calamari in first. Yep.
squid fish
Okay, we put the fish in
ใส่
and just be gentle. Don't mix it too much around.
and คารามา
Yep.
แล้วก็ปลาหมึกใครชอบปลาซีฟู้ดอะไรใส่นะคะ กุ้งเกิ้งอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ ใส่ตามชอบนะ ใส่ตามชอบนะคะ
So I'm just gently mixing it through.
พี่เล็กสวัสดีค่ะ พี่เล็กจากรูทคิทเช่นบายเล็กนะคะอยู่ที่ออสเตรียใช่ไหมพี่เล็กแล้วก็แม่ลูกพาม่วนในต่างแดนสวัสดีค่ะพี่นัทบอกว่าเกลือพอแล้วนะพี่นัทถ้ามันไม่ถึงเกลือมันก็จะไม่ได้รสชาตินะคะพี่นัทค่ะ
So it's a very yellow colour, so that's where the parsley or the chive becomes very important as well. It adds colour when you serve the dish as well.
มาบอกว่าเพราะว่ามันเหลืองใช่ไหมถ้าเกิดอย่างนั้นก็คือพาสลีย์หรือไชฟ์ก็มีส่วนสำคัญที่จะทำให้สีสันมันตัดกันนะคะพี่เล็กสวัสดีมัดรวมนะคะ
How are we doing? We can almost put...
Yeah, put the you don't stir right
Oh, no, what I mean is you don't...
อ่า
But just don't be too rough with the stuff. Okay, so we just gently put in the
scallop
scallops. That's it.
ใส่หอยเชลล์ลงไปค่ะ Oh can we keep crab for the top bit
Yeah, we can save half the crab for the top and put half in now. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, the good thing about the crab is it's beautiful as a topping. So that's a good idea by Maew. We'll take half away and we put it as a topping. When we put the parsley in another bit, we put half in now. So, yeah, what do you reckon? Put half in now? So we put half in now, Maew? Yep.
yeah
Yep.
oh keep the good looking bit for
Okay, so
decoration
we, yeah, that's what I'm waiting for confirmation of what we should do. Okay, so we keep that aside for the topping in that one we're
Yeah.
going. Yep. Okay. Good.
ค่ะพี่บัวนะใช่ไหมแม่ลูกพาเที่ยวพาม่วนในต่างแดนมาเข้าห้องน้ำหิวเลยไหมพี่บัวขอบคุณนะคะ แวะเข้ามา
This is where it becomes important, the team effort when you're cooking. Get verification from your partner. If your partner doesn't give you verification, it's either yes, put it in, or hang on, maybe I should double check. It's good to get the verification from your partner.
มาบอกว่ามันสำคัญเหมือนกันนะถ้าจะต้องถามความเห็นจากพาร์ทเนอร์ว่าจะใส่หรือไม่ใส่อะไร
And we've definitely got enough mail here for more than just tonight. So I get the phone, this is going to be our Monday lunch anyway. And the leftover seafood, we can do a like an Indian curry or stuffing with that. It's all good.
You said that few times
Yep. We can put some cream in as well. Cream and parsley at the end.
พี่เล็กหิวแล้วนะเพิ่งจะตื่นพี่เด่นอยู่ในกล่อง อยู่ในกล่องยาวไปนะคะพี่เด่นขอบคุณค่ะ
And let's do a check of how the bread is going.
รสชาติได้เลย
Bit more, another couple of minutes.
ใช้ได้แล้วค่ะ it's good taste
Okay. Let me have a taste. Without going in and getting the good bits, I'll just go in for the liquid only. Yeah, so you can see it's very yellow. Again, if you don't know it's orangey, tomato. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. I've said it already before. It's pretty good. That's very good. I would say more pepper, but that's your personal taste. I would pepper it when I put it in my bowl.
มาบอกว่าถ้าถามเขาคือต้องใส่พริกไทยเพิ่มแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวเขาจะใส่เองในเวลากินในถ้วยของตัวเองนะคะ
We almost ready. A bit more cream in there.
Okay I think we should be ready let me check fish that is cooked and scallop do you think scallop is cooked
I would say let's give it a couple more minutes just to be sure.
yeah fish is cool but
You always put a bit of pepper in as
no
well.
no you put
Because
on your
Mia,
plate.
we're going to be cautious of our customers, and Mia is one of our customers, and she doesn't want too much pepper or too much chili. Is that right, Mia?
มาบอกว่าต้องดู customer คือลูกค้าด้วยนะคะคือมีอาว่าเขาจะกินได้หรือเปล่า
Looking very good. Yeah, for the first time making a chowder, I'm very interested by this. Excellent. In reality, you can feed probably 10 people with this, with the bread on the side as well. You can feed a good number of people.
That is the only thing on the table. Everything else we know.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I'm gonna add a bit of cream in now. Not too much,
จะใส่ครีมแล้วนะคะ
just a bit.
Oh,
But
my God.
again, this is optional if you don't like the cream, but we add it for the richness.
อันนี้ก็คือจะใส่ก็ได้ไม่ใส่ก็ได้นะคะ
A bit more. Yeah. Okay.
ถ้าใครไม่ชอบครีมก็ไม่ต้องใส่นะ
So just add a little bit of richness to it. It's almost like adding cheese, to the dish or something. That's looking good.
What plate do I put in? The bowl.
Do a little taste test. I need to get in a bowl, man. Maew just figuring out which bowl we should serve it in. In the meantime, I'm going to do a taste test. Oh, beautiful. That cream just adds that extra bit of richness. Amazing. It just needs a little bit of touch of pepper, which I will put on my bowl. And a top up with a bit of fresh crab and parsley. Job
โอ
done.
เคอ่ามาบอกว่า บอกว่าอะไรไม่รู้ลืมแล้ว ขอบคุณพี่เล็กนะคะ เอา2 บ้านมาวิ่ง Is it cook
Yep.
ก็คงสุกแล้วเนาะ เดี๋ยวดูตัก เพราะว่านานพอสมควรแล้วเนี่ย
Okay, I'm going to take the bread out. You want to film that bit?
Hang on โอเค จะปิดไฟแล้วค่ะ I think I turn it off Hello
Okay, I'm over here.
โอเค โอ้ careful
What do you need?
สปูนลูก ขนมปังนะคะ อบใหม่ๆ เหมือนอบใหม่ อันนี้เป็นเชียร์บัตต้านะคะ ปกติมีคลิปอยู่นะ จะเป็นแบบว่าคลิปแบบยาว แต่ว่าวันนี้มาร์คเขาลองทำแบบว่าเป็นสั้น
So like, are we gonna eat all of these with this?
No,
Probably
no,
not.
you eat what you want.
No, like, are we gonna use all?
You can
of
eat all of
these?
them, or you can eat.
Are you answering my question? Are we going to eat all of these with the thing?
no
Okay,
the probably
good.
too much
Probably too much, yes.
มีอาจะขอเก็บไว้กินกับอย่างอื่น โอเค นุ่มละ นิ่มละ คือใช้ได้ โอเค เดี๋ยวไปจัดเตรี
Okay,
ยม
so we go back.
we go back อ่าโอเค
Okay, so
Are you chopping the parsley? Okay.
don't forget we got to.
Yeah. เอา parsley นิดนึงนะคะ เอาไว้ตกแต่ง เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้ต้องไป Is it enough? Too little?
Actually, this parsley feels more, but it's okay. You just go with what you get from your local farmer or wherever you go. We got it from our local shop downstairs.
Do you mind to I do it? The เดี๋ยวเตรียมที่ตักก่อน
Looks good.
อันนี้มีสกาลอปด้วยนะ มือฉมังมาก ดักสกาลอป3 ตัวเลย
And don't forget, we've got all the vegetables as well. We've got the potato, the carrot, the sterling as well.
น่าจะพอแล้วเนาะ
Oh, beautiful. Bit of pepper on top as well.
little bit แบ่งปูกัน เดี๋ยว เอาทิชชู่เช็ดมือนิดนึง โอเค เสร็จแล้วค่ะ pepper
Oh,
โอ
beautiful.
เค we will do like this so let's finish off the live cooking show here we are เสร็จแล้วค่ะให้ดูอีกทีนึงตามที่เห็นนี่นะคะอยู่ในหม้อเดี๋ยวจะตัก3 ถ้วยนะคะนี่คือ seafood chowder ค่ะ so we finish seafood chowder
So just to summarize, tonight we cooked seafood chowder, which is basically like a soup with vegetables, potatoes, celery, carrot, blah blah blah, with fresh seafood of your choice. Amazing, looks very good. It's our first time cooking, and as you can see on our journey tonight, looks very good. Look forward to eating it. So thank you for joining us on Triple M Live Cooking tonight.
ค่ะก็คือเป็นครั้งแรกที่เราทำชาวเดอร์เลยนะคะแต่ว่าออกมาก็ใช้ได้เนาะก็ดูก็ชิมแล้วก็คืออร่อยตามที่เราชอบนะคะก็ทำได้ไม่ยากเนาะอย่างที่เห็นแล้ว so you want to run through again
Okay, so and just the last comment there was from Michael. He said, "Love the fresh crab on top." Yes, very good point. The fresh crab is very good. Yeah, so just to run through the concept, it's basically like a seafood soup. Around the world, you got different styles. So some of the questions that come through, you got brisk, you got chowders, you got soups. At the end of the day, it's like some sort of liquid that you make from whatever you're making. So in the case of tonight, we show you that it's not complicated. You don't need to go and make your own fresh stock, for example. All the flavors come through anyway. So tonight, just to recap, we focused on seafood chowder and the vegetable side. We used potatoes, carrot, celery, and parsley for the garnish, and onions and garlic. And for the fresh seafood, we used crab, which for me personally is the most important ingredient. It adds sweetness. And then you keep some crab aside, or lobster, if you've got some lobster, put it on top because it makes the dish look amazing. And then you add vegetables, corn as well, back to the seafood. And then we also had fish, so we used monkfish, used fresh fish, local. And we also used some calamari, and also something else as well, I'm trying to remember. Oh, scallops. Yep. So whatever you choose to have, whatever is available, fresh, local, just put in your soup. Fresh, local, cheap ingredients, what you want.
ก็คือมาร์คอธิบายนะคะว่าซีฟู้ดชาวเดอร์ของเราวันนี้ก็คือใช้เป็นชิคเก้นสต็อกที่ทำจากที่ซื้อมานะคะไม่ได้ทำเองนะคะแต่ถ้าเกิดใครทำเองก็ได้นะไม่ว่ากันทีนี้แล้วก็ผักที่เราใส่ก็จะเป็นแครอทหัวหอมเซอร์รี่มันฝรั่งนะคะแล้วก็กระเทียมก็ผัดนะแล้วก็น้ำซุปก็ต้มแล้วก็ใส่ครีมด้วยนะแล้วก็ที่สำคัญคือพวกซีฟู้ดวันนี้เราใส่ปลาหมึกใส่ปลาใส่หอยเชลล์แล้วก็ใส่ปูนะคะแต่ถ้าเกิดใครจะเปลี่ยนไปเป็นซีฟู้ดอย่างอื่นอาหารทะเลอย่างอื่นที่ตัวเองชอบก็ไม่ว่ากันนะคะมันก็คือซุปซีฟู้ดซุปที่เราชอบอะค่ะจะใส่อะไรก็คือใส่ก็ไม่ยุ่งยากนะคะก็ชิมรสให้ได้ตามที่เราชอบเนาะSo Karen asked if she can pop over. Yes, Karen, if you want to pop over, we have enough for you.
Oh, we got plenty here. We got enough for 3-4 people here. It's all good. This soup, it goes a long way as well. That's also another advantage of making a soup like this. It goes a long way. So with some bread on the side, you can feed 10 people, no problem. So all good. Yeah.
Okay ค่ะ
Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us on Triple M Live Cooking tonight. We really enjoyed this journey tonight. This was a new one for us and it looks amazing. I can't wait to get in there. So thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณที่ติดตามชมนะคะวันนี้ก็สนุกมากเลยก็สนุกนะเหมือนทุกวันขอบคุณที่ให้กำลังใจและติดตามสวัสดีพี่ชัยนะคะจบแล้วค่ะ ขออนุญาตไปทานอาหารเย็นก่อนนะคะถ้าเกิดชอบกดไลค์ถ้าใช่กดแชร์ ถ้าเป็นแฟนพันธุ์แท้ก็ต้องกดติดตามนะคะ ก็แล้วเรามาพบกันใหม่อาทิตย์หน้านะ see you next Saturday
Yeah, see you next Saturday. And final words. Thank you, Mum, and thank you, Auntie Norma, for joining us live on the cooking. We really appreciate your
that
time.
you
as well.
watching yeah
Yep. So next Saturday, yep, we have another edition. So
Yeah.
look forward to that.
maybe
See you.
maybe we will have mom on the no sorry next Saturday you're not available you go to the beer festival thing.
Oh, I'm going to the beer festival with my brother Michael, but
or maybe I can do
maybe Maew will organise something. Anyway,
Okay.
it'll come. Don't worry
Okay.
about that. Just
Okay.
enjoy tonight. Just enjoy day by day. All
โอเค
good.
เอา good นะคะ ขอบคุณ
All good.
ทุกคนนะคะ
Yeah.
have a good weekend and then we'll see you around แล้วก็ขอบคุณที่ติดตาม ขอให้ทุกคนมีความสุขกับ weekend นะคะ แล้วก็เจอกันตามคลิปต่างๆ บ้านต่างๆนะคะบายบาย สวัสดี
Khop
ค่ะ
and Khop. Thank you everybody for joining the show. Bye.